Hi, my name is Austin Kunis, and this is my final project for my world literature class. Now, from the get-go of this class, I knew for my final project I wanted to do a video, but I was not quite sure which I would do my video about. There are so many great options we covered in this class, and I was just confused until I got this article, which is entitled "Join the Resistance, Fall in Love." Now, this is a piece by the anarchist group CrimethInc. And for me, out of all of the pieces we read in this class, it was a piece that resonated the most within me. Now, most of the pieces we read, I would just read them, do the assignments, and call it a day. But for this piece, it was one of those things where I read it, and it just opened my mind. It I don't even know how to describe it. It was almost like an experience reading the piece itself. Now, this article right here is an excerpt from CrimethInc's book, Days of War, Nights of Love. Now, CrimethInc describes this book as a tool to help the reader change the world. So from just knowing that, you could tell this article is going to be very impactful, very influential, it's going to be a tool to open your mind. And I think it does exactly that. So to start, we have to ask ourselves, what the hell is CrimethInc? Now, according to their website, CrimethInc, or their full name, the CrimethInc Ex-Workers Collective, is a decentralized anarchist collective composed of many cells which act independently in pursuit of a freer and more joyous world. Now, this organization was started in the mid-1990s as a direct inspiration from George Orwell's 1984. The first version of this group was started in a magazine called Inside Front magazine. According to the website, the best thing about Inside Front is possibly the real-life stories told and referred to within its pages by people who are trying to create revolutionary possibilities in their own lives. So basically, the purpose of CrimethInc is to get people to go out and make a change in the world. Society pressures people to do certain things, and the whole point of this group is to take society's views and cast them aside and focus on the individual's views and what makes them the happiest. Now, of course, with a group like this, there's going to be people who are completely against it. I found an article that completely bullshitted CrimethInc, claiming it to be some sort of fraud organization. Now, the author remained anonymous. He describes CrimethInc as an organization that prints books and magazines which fetishize scams, petty crime, and useless activities, and punk subcultural activity like food nut bombs, squatting, etc. They are anarchists by name, only with little relevance to the rest of the anarchist milieu and no class analysis. Let's venture into their secret underground anarchy club. So basically, W is saying that CrimethInc is a bunch of kids who come together to just do stupid shit. But I believe that they're actually different, and that's definitely seen in this article. Of course, they may have some sort of weird view on life, but from the same standpoint, they have an amazing view on life. But the main thing I'm going to focus on in this video is this article, which regards love. Now, the basis of this article is the power that love carries. And CrimethInc clearly believes that love is one of the most powerful, if not the most powerful, force out there. Now, according to this article, love urges men and women to heroism and to anti-heroism, the indefensible acts that need no defense for the ones who love. So it's such a powerful argument. I knew I could not cover this myself. I've been in love once. So I decided to ask some of my friends some questions. Have you ever been in love?
Yes.
Yes.
I thought I was.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes, I have.
Yeah.
Yes.
What do you think it means to fall in love?
What do I think it means? Well, I think that to fall in love is when, something good or bad happens and, they're, the first person you think of.
Basically, it's when all you can do is think about that one person.
To find someone where your paths go together very well and it's not like a compromise and it's just like really iffy.
When I fell in love, it was like finding my best friend.
Often, I don't know.
It kind of just means like being there for the person, I feel like.
Do you think falling in love is dangerous?
At times. I think that it definitely clouds your decisions for some things.
Yes. That is the most painful thing you will experience. Not breaking your arm, not anything like that. Falling in love is nice.
I guess because you couldn't get your heart broken, but it's an experience. So I would rather love and get my heart broken than not love.
Do you think society wants you to fall in love?
Actually, it probably could. Because when you're more so in love, you're more inclined to buy things. It's our capitalistic society. Probably,
Yeah, I feel like it's pressure.
I think no. I don't think society wants people to fall in love.
According to this article, falling in love is the ultimate act of revolution. Because when you are truly in love with someone, you will literally be like, fuck everything. All you care about is this one individual, and that's all that matters to you. Now, the article focuses on how it's dangerous to all sorts of parts of society. Now, it says love is dangerous to politics because if you're in love, you don't have any reason to fight for your country, believe in your country, because that's not what matters to you. All that matters to you is who you are in love with. Why would you die for America when you would much rather die for the person that you love? Now, this article also mentions that in today's society, many people fall into what they think is love, but is actually fake love. Society wants us to be very materialistic in this love, much like as we see in this commercial. Society tells us that being in love means buying someone the most expensive jewelry, taking them out to the fanciest dinner, all that jazz. But really, it's not about that at all. But if you're truly in love, you're not going to give a crap about that type of stuff. You could have a 5,000 carat diamond on your ring. Or you could have a 1 carat diamond on your ring. If you're truly in love, you will not care. You don't even have to have a diamond on your ring. You could have a piece of coal on your ring. It doesn't matter, because being in love, you're not going to care about society. You're not going to care what society wants you to do. You're not going to care about what society is trying to influence you to do. You're not going to pay attention to any of that. You're just going to follow your gut. The thing about love is that love makes you do things. It makes you do stuff that you never thought that you would do. According to the article, for it is love that gives meaning to life, desire that makes it possible for us to make sense of our existence and find purpose in our lives. So love is the ultimate act of finding yourself. Now, I'd like to think doing a video about love and the influence of love is pretty easy. But honestly, it's really not. Because personally, I do not have that much experience with love. I have been in love. I will gladly admit that I was in love. And I dated someone for 2 years who I was madly in love with. But that's only 2 years. People have been in love for a long, long time. My grandparents have been married 55 years. So for me, I don't even know what falling in love really means. I'd like to think I do, but I know I really don't. So for me, the most amazing part of this article is a line in which the author states, "So fall in love today with men, with women, with music, with ambition, with yourself, with life." And that line it brings out so many emotions. Because what it's saying is, what you need to do in your life is be happy. Find that positivity, find that perfection, find what makes you, you, and go with it. It doesn't matter what he thinks, what she thinks, what they think. All that matters is what makes you the happiest, what makes you the most perfect being that you can for yourself. And that's what love is all about.